So a quick little parking lot fix on the U-joint on the old Dodge, because I don't know if you can see that, but that U-joint is stuck. So we're gonna do the passenger side U-joint today. Hopefully won't take too long. So just a quick tip for while you're doing the U-joints: leave all the lug nuts over there except for one. Then you're gonna have to break this loose before you take the wheel off, unless you got like two real big strong breaker bars. Getting the 1 11/16 nut on doesn't always go on that easy. Sometimes if it's not lined up just right, might take a little bit of wiggling. So keep that in mind. 1 11/16 is the right size for an 03, but might take a little bit of wiggling. All right, so next step is take the brake caliper and bracket off, which that bolt down there that it's on right now, and this bolt right by my finger have to come off for it. And then we'll be able to get at the wheel bearing and get that held off. So it's about this time you'll notice it's a few hours later, a little bit darker. Some fine individual put some white Loctite on one of the caliper bolts, and I just did not have any way to get it off. But now it's off after soaking in some PB plaster and getting a longer breaker bar. So your next couple steps are going to be to remove this ABS sensor, which is a hex key, and the 3 hub bolts back here, 2 on this side, 1 in the front, and then we will be all set to remove the axle. So because I'm a parking lot expert, just put socket and an extension right on the bolt here, and you turn the steering wheel side to side, give it a little bit on all 4 corners. It'll break even a 250,000 mile wheel bearing right loose. There's all sorts of gunk in there. Looks pretty nasty, but come right out. So now I'm gonna pop these bolts out, take it out, and press the U-joint. So we got front passenger axle out, and can't really see it right now, but there is a little bit of play in that, and that's what's been giving us our issue going down the road. You can see the seal there, it's pretty cooked. I think that's the only one that's real bad. Oh no, there we go, got another one. She's in pretty rough shape. The rest of the axle shaft is pretty good. Hasn't been out before, I don't think. Oh no, wait, oh, we got 2 different paint marks, so it has been out before. Should be pretty easy to press from here. So a few hours later, went inside, warm up, let the batteries charge on the lights. We got all the clips out. And that was the real battle here on this rusty old axle. So now we're all ready to use my ball joint press. Bought from Harbor Freight. Get the old U-joint out, new U-joint in, be all happy sappy. Well, as you may notice, it's light again. That's because got the old axle out, took it apart, and this ear on the yoke is bent in a little bit. Made that U-joint pretty hard to get out, so I kind of had to wait a couple days for some new parts to come in. Hopefully is what we're looking for. This new unit's pretty nice. Comes with a new nut, new log washer, new cotter pin, and it is a greasable. It's a greasable U-joint, which is exactly what I was looking for. It's all nice and assembled, and for goofballs like me who have messed up axle, this is the perfect answer, because we don't need to press the new U-joint in. All right, let's get it back together. So, a quick note for while you're putting the wheel bearing back on. You want to make sure that you don't tighten any of these too much more than you do the other ones. Otherwise, while you're sucking this wheel bearing back in, it'll get cockeyed and you end up fighting itself, stripping one of these bolts. or mess up your wheel bearing. That would be an expensive and timely delay. Well, now we're driving much better than before. Big clunk from letting off the gas is gone from that U-joint being shot. Pretty happy. Still got ABS lights. We'll see if that cycles when we turn the truck off, turn it back on, whatever that takes. Not half bad. Also, steering doesn't bind up as much. Obviously not going to steer a whole lot right now, but when it comes to it, it's not half bad.